Hey, how's it going? So it's me, it's She Says, and this is She Says the News, and we're doing a channel update video. I don't know if there's a single person that has never heard of Boundary Break and somehow ended up on this channel. If that's you, please let me know, because you are probably like such a small percentage of what my established audience here is. But besides that, I recognize that probably most of you have heard of me from Boundary Break, or being the host She Says on the show Boundary Break and Region Break. I shouldn't leave that one out either. And you came over here in support of this new idea that I have, and you're still watching. Thank you. Thank you so much. The fact that you're clicked on this update video and care about that, that means a lot. That means you're probably like the most hardcore of hardcore. But I wanted to do this update video just to kind of tell you how things are going with this channel, why I did this channel, and all these other things, because I never really kind of explained all that. But I've been doing Boundary Break for 8 years. Amazing channel, amazing opportunity, amazing accomplishment. I'm really, really happy with what I was able to do on the YouTube platform. The fact that I could live off of talking about video games. Never in my life did I think it was going to happen, but I always wanted it to happen, and I'm so thankful for that. But after 8 years of doing it, it gets a little stale for me. I'm sure it gets a little stale for some of my audience too. I've seen comments from time to time saying that, like, look, the formula is just too repetitive or something like that. And as a person who makes those videos, I feel that too. And especially with the fact that it's like, you know, as much as you don't like watching it, there's a part of me that really wants to do other things as well. Now, I would never give up on Boundary Break. Again, it's given so much to me. All I have to do in return is give back to that. And I'd never walk away from it. I'm not that selfish. But like I said, there's just been a passion to talk about things. And one of the things I've realized over the years while doing this YouTube gig is that Twitter was a fantastic place to share my individual thoughts. So like when Nintendo did something really cool, I could talk about it. When Nintendo talked about something really controversial, I could talk about it. When I just had random opinions about video games I would want to see, or remakes or stuff like that, I could talk about it. And there was an audience of people that were there to see that and interact with it. And I thought that was really cool. The only thing that really sucked about Twitter was that it algorithmically pushes your tweets out to people that might completely disagree with you. They might be interacting with content that is completely opposite of what you think and feel, and then it gets served to them on their timeline, and then there's just this negative wave of people that want to dunk on you. And it's encouraged to dunk on people on Twitter. There's the quote retweet system that's almost like intrinsically designed to come up with some snarky comment that allows them to look intellectually superior to you, or make you look stupid, basically. And I do really hate that about Twitter. Not only that, but there's a lack of nuance on the platform because of just the fact that you can't write out all your thoughts, unless you pay money, of course. But still, who's gonna read like a giant thread on Twitter when the whole audience is there for like short, little, concise moments of I don't know, insight, I guess you would call it. But yeah. All right, so over time, I realized this is not the best platform to be sharing my individual thoughts. And it did eventually get to a point where it was like, look, I had an unpleasant experience trying to do that experiment on Twitter, but I did find out that I really enjoy sharing my thoughts with people and seeing their thoughts in return. And so that's how I came up with the idea for this channel. Like, of course, there's other channels that inspired me to make this one, like RGT85, Spawnwave, Arlo is a great example, and I wanted to do something somewhat similar. I didn't want to hold myself to the level of accountability that those channels do, where they feel stuck talking about particular topics. With me, I figured, like, I got Boundary Break, it's gonna keep me alive and well, but this channel can be something that I can experiment with and just give my sincere thoughts on whatever I care about. Views be damned. You know, it's just going to be me talking about what I care about. And if the audience likes it, then the audience likes it. If the audience doesn't like it, well, look, it really, I haven't experienced anybody not liking it so much as people being less interested. And even if there are people that are less interested, I still see some of you guys coming to those less popular videos and leaving comments, and like that in itself is good enough for me, frankly. And so like that's basically the whole idea behind this channel, is just to kind of follow a passion. And what my passion and what my passion was to be able to express my thoughts and opinions on the game industry. And I've been having a ton of fun with it. The fact that you've been seeing so many videos, is because I just have been really passionate about making those videos. I don't care if it like gets super popular or not. I mean, I would love for it to, because I am working with Bloopsy the editor, who's been so kind, by the way. He's had such a positive energy throughout this whole experience. And like, he works as an editor, but he's basically like a cheerleader for my content by choice. And it's a great feeling. It is. It makes me feel like I know that it's going in a positive direction with this channel. All of you with your amazing comments that I've seen, like some of you have been saying like, this channel has been great, keep it up. Those comments mean a ton to me. And of course, there's some people that even go to an extreme, like saying like, I don't like Boundary Break anymore, but this news channel is something I really enjoy. Now, some people might be insulted by the fact that you hate my main channel, but like, no, I'm over here kind of like thinking like, wow, that I guess in your eyes, I'm really doing something right with this She Says the News channel. So thank you for that. And like in these early stages, you just don't know how you're being perceived. So like when I see that there are people behind the scenes too, like other YouTube content creators coming up to me and saying like, hey, I've actually been watching your videos. They're great. Keep it going. Wow. Like, again, it gives me the motivation that I need to at least have the passion to keep this going. So, again, numbers be damned, but like, I freaking love doing this channel. And so for that reason alone, it's not going anywhere. Like, I'm going to keep going with this. But that being said too, although the growth has been slower than some other YouTubers, like, look, I'll just call you out by name, like Arlo just suddenly comes out with something called Topic Arlo, where he has a lower edited video and just kind of shares random thoughts. And that thing takes off immediately because he's a personality tuber. Whereas with me, I had Boundary Break, and Boundary Break was the star of the show, but She Says is just merely like the host, the puppeteer, if you will. And so I kind of see that, like, yeah, growth for us over here is going to be a little bit slower, but that is to say, though, that there is growth. There is, like, if you look the past 3 months, you can see the audience is steadily growing, and, you know, you are the audience. So thank you so much for coming to all these different videos I've been putting out. And thank you to all the new people that keep showing up and leaving nice comments. Thank you so much. Like, it definitely shows me that, like, this is not, you know, a failed project idea. This is something that I think that over time, you know, we will have an established audience, and that will be really, really cool. But yeah, my mission statement for this channel is, again, to go strictly off of whatever is on my mind, regardless of thinking about, oh, people are going to watch that one or not. Like, I know that, like, if I talk about Resident Evil on this channel, less people are going to watch it. I'm still going to make Resident Evil videos because I love Resident Evil. And, you know, even if most of my audience is like Nintendo focused, I love talking about certain games that maybe Nintendo fans don't really care about. And I think that, like, it's really cool that I have a no stakes channel here that I can just be like, man, whatever, you know, I'm going to put out the Resident Evil video because I'm passionate about it, and hopefully people will enjoy it. And I do see people enjoy it. And I love that, having that lack of restriction placed on myself. It's very liberating. I enjoy it quite a bit. So anyways, I wanted to say again, thank you all for watching this channel so far. It means a ton. Again, whether or not this becomes a super successful channel doesn't matter. It's something that I sit in this chair every day and I think, like, this is so cool that I get to be able to do this. I'm having a ton of fun with it. And it is clearly a much better alternative to just expressing all of my thoughts on Twitter. It's two completely different beasts. You guys over here seem to either be really, really kind and appreciative, or you're just you're adding to the conversation respectfully too. So thank you for that. Like, I don't pretend to be an authoritarian, or no, not authoritarian. What's the word? I don't pretend to be the authority. There we go. The authority on where the industry should be going, what we should be doing with ourselves and our time and our money, or our opinions on games. I am just sharing my thoughts with respect for anybody that might feel differently, and I hope that I get that across very well. And it seems like a lot of you do, and it seems like a lot of you have a lot of respect for me when you express your own opinions, even if they're completely different. So that's super cool. I love to see that, and hopefully we continue to foster something like that. But either way, thank you so much for watching these videos, and I will say end of update video number 1. The summary is it's going great. I'm having fun. I'm happy doing it. And I'm really, really appreciative of all of you and how you interact with the content as well. So hopefully update 2 will have amazing news to share. We'll see. Hopefully it won't be too soon, but yeah, I mean, if it is, it's just going to be because things just kind of blew up overnight. Right now, I think we have like 4,320 subscribers. I just wanted to say that out loud because if I wanted to look back on this video like 5 years down the line, very curious to see where we'll be from there. All right. Well, anyways, thank you, Bloops. Thank you to the audience, and hopefully I'll see you again in future videos. All right. Take care.